Good morning. Today, we're going to meet Marius, and I have no idea what we're going to talk about, what we're going to do, or anything, so figured let's just go down there, let's see what we can figure out, and then I'll just update you along the way, see if we can create a good video today too. I don't think it's going to top yesterday though, unless I do something that is going to top yesterday, but hey, here's to a good day. Let's go. It's super weird to know that you have your entire reality in your hands, that you create everything that you want, but then not knowing what to do next. See, I think that's the key to keep it stupid simple, because if you have too many things, it gets overwhelming really quick. I'm like, what do I do now? Well, right now I'm just waiting for my tribe member, my fellow tribe brother, to step out of the pharmacy, and we're gonna have some talks about his past months, and that's gonna be interesting. But like, I have so many things that I have to do in order to raise $25 million. $25 million. And the crazy thing is that it's not for me. You know, I think that's why I have the drive in me, because it's not for me. Although I'm gonna enjoy the fuck out of it and just stay at the compound for as much as I can, but in general, in the end, it is for all the people that can get helped through that. But realistically, I don't need $25 million to help people, and that's literally what I do every day. I just try to help as many people as I can. And if you have been watching this because you want to do something of the same sort, if you want to do something in terms of creating your own life, here's a disclaimer and a warning, and take it as you will. Yesterday we changed lives again during the tribe talk. We have bi-weekly community chats where we talk about anything that is on their mind in the tribe, anything that they're working towards, and if they have any challenge that this tribe can support with, we support them. Now, this one specific one was that one of the tribe members, and you've probably seen him already, is leaving for the Amazon, right? And he's leaving his house. He has left his house right now, today. Today was his last day of waking up in that house, and he resigned. He basically let go of the apartment to leave for the Amazon, or to Peru. He needs money, and in order to do that, he needs a system, and a system is so easily overthought. It's so easy to overthink what that requires, right? But it's literally just send a fucking link. You know, I can help you if you need my help. I can help you in this manner. All I can promise you is that I'm going to give you everything that you need to the best of my ability, and then that's it. We build the plane in the air together. For that to happen, you don't really need much more than to create a free stripe.com account and create a product that has a payment link. That's it. So let's say that you are a person who have value, and that could be in anything. And if you don't know, then that's why we created this thing, so we can teach people what their true value is, how they can manifest their goals, what their why is, which is super important, but how to create the systems that allows you to require or to charge for your value. And it's not more than creating a freaking payment link. We will have a freaking amazing update for you, and then we're gonna just take it from there and see what this brings. But if you want to just forge your freaking legacy and have a freedom lifestyle, you just need a link.
Just a link.
Just a link. He knows, or he's gonna know by the end of today. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna create a plan for him.
A plan.
And then let's maybe, whoa, insight. Maybe we should just document as much as we can by creating a plan for this guy so that he can set his life free. And then you, if you are devoted, can do the same.
Don't need this medicines.
That's a big fucking bag of
Yeah,
medicine.
that's a big bag.
Let's go on to this adventure, and we're gonna keep you updated.
One eternity later.
Magic is real. Now, people might think that I'm crazy for saying it, because they have associations to the word magic. But magic and law of attraction, religion and love are the same things. As I continue to speak in non-cohesive, non-understandable phrases of mystery, I will leave you with that cliffhanger for tomorrow, when we're going to talk about those things in depth. Where we're going to talk about how you can create a reality based on very obvious, weird things that is just now popping up. It's very weird. If you want to support the movement in any way, go to patreon.com/thefmlproject. Link is in the description. I appreciate everyone who wants to support this thing because we have a lot of work to do, and I think that anything that we set our minds to are possible, which is crazy, because with that, with the ideas and the goals and the journeys that we have in the tribe, I can't even freaking imagine where it's going to end up. But I'm fucking sure that it's going to be insane, regardless. I'm saying this now based on the things that has happened on the ass end of the day. It's currently 1:40 a.m. because I'm still converting the video, but I've been talking to people. We had this tribe chat where I spoke with Raymond, a fellow tribe member, and he said a lot of things that I don't consider, things that I don't hear a lot, like what's happening in the world, the things underlying those things, what's going on in the natural world, what's going on with the consciousness of the collective humanity in the world, and a lot of things that really I didn't consider. That led me into a rabbit hole because, of course, one thought leads to another, which leads to another, which leads to another, and then it's based upon my action and what will happen with those thoughts. So I manifested and magicified the crap out of those things, which led me to a video that just blew my mind, and how all of a sudden I saw a new paradigm. A completely new paradigm. This happened on the end of the day. See, every single day is filled like that. Every single day is filled with miracles. So I will just actually, what I'll do is I'll just try to go through what I just went through I made a 19-minute video. Maybe we can shorten that down because I'm still waiting for that video to be converted. And now I'm already talking and you can't stop the mouth from just going out there. So let me talk about how it felt with that whole ice bathing incident today. We were there, as you saw, doing Wim Hof thingies like, ha! Marius wanted to go out without doing those things, but I felt like he was crazy when he said that. So I was like, what? But I think that the whole dance has a function, like getting the blood flowing so that we are more insulated against the water, which is undoubtedly cold, judging by the sand underneath my feet right now, because I can't feel it anymore. It's cold. So we did the dance and we ran in, and all of a sudden I felt like this actually worked. The sand was colder than the water. I don't have to worry anymore. So we started running, and then I picked up my pace and I just spurted out there like Baywatch David Hasselhoff running towards the sunset without the buoy and all that stuff. But that's not important. Just a very a funny image to behold in my mind. So we got out there and we go down. And you know, the best way to explain this, you know, in the summer on the beach, you might dig these ditches, and then you go into those ditches, and then people can choose whether or not to toss sand on you. So if the sand is warm, it's like being embraced by a whole bunch of puppies and rainbows. And if the sand is cold, which normally is the fact in Norway, it's slightly less comfortable, but it's still kind of good. You know, it was just like that. Just the complete opposite almost. Because it was like that, just like that, but add the fact that it was like a ton of glowing, hot, searing, painful coal that was ripping every cell of your body to shreds and trying to dismember you from the inside out. So that's when I learned that the cold is a very powerful teacher, because it holds secrets. When you feel like your body is being torn to shreds, you know, when people go into the cold water, I don't like it when it does that. When people go into the cold water, they will go back out as quickly as humanly possible because it's cold. If you stay in there, you're faced with the pain, and then you have to focus on your breath because you're obviously going like, right? And it's painful. So you need to find the calm in the storm. Once you do that, the pain is something that you can overcome. You can kind of start to tackle it more. And you have already made the decision to stay in the water, which is a effort in itself. So while you're in there, going through this pain, you realize that you're choosing this, and you're learning from it, and you're learning how to navigate your mind through this experience. And you also know that it's up to you whenever you want to get up. So we were lying there. We were supposed to be there for 2 minutes. And then as we're lying there, he sees me, Marius, and he goes like, focus on the breath. Focus on the breath. And I was like, yes. Focus on the breath. And then my feet was kind of sticking out of the water. So that was actually more painful than the part of my body that was submerged. Like underneath the water, it was not half as bad as the little part of me that stuck out of the water, which was weird. But I felt my feet, you know, gradually becoming more and more numb. All of a sudden I couldn't feel them anymore. And then we had this group of kids on the beach playing music, and then Marius was like, just let's finish the song. Let's just stay here until the song is done, and then we can get up. I was like, yeah, that sounds like a good goal. Now it's just focusing on the breath, focusing on the music. And so I did. I focused on the music a lot. For a long time. Still focusing on that music. God damn, that's a long song. And then all of a sudden Marius says, I think this is a remix. I couldn't hold it when he said that. So I was like, okay, let's just get out. We've been here for way longer than 2 minutes. The camera woman had stopped filming at this point. So we go up on our knees, and as you saw, it was only ankle deep. Like the water was ridiculously shallow, making everything so much harder. But we dunk our water and we go back up, and when I come to the beach, I can't feel my feet. They are gone. I can't feel them anymore. They're completely dead. And then I get dressed. You know, we didn't have a towel, so we were air drying. When we were sitting there meditating, we were air drying. Now, what was interesting is that I still felt the energy surge through my palms, as I did in Kristiansand when we did the ice bathing before the last ceremony, or the first ceremony. The retreat weekend is a better word for ceremony. But I was also feeling something else. At that point in Kristiansand, we were sitting at the same kind of thing. We were air drying. This was November. And then I felt this energy wave, kind of this thread of energy keeping me up, erecting my spine. And then I just felt this thing holding me up. It was like a string just dangling me like that. And I felt the pull. Now, today I didn't because I had a group of kids playing music, horrible music. And then I had my daughter, I really hate it when it does that. Then I had my daughter going around playing and talking. So there was a lot of distractions and I couldn't get into that zone, but I was still feeling the energy surge from my hands. So after a while, we stood back up and we just stood there with the fire trying to get dry. And I remember at one point I just started to take on clothing piece by piece. And my feet was hurting so bad in my shoes that I removed my shoes and I put my foot next to the fire, just my left foot. And it felt a little better. Put it back in the shoe and we left. My right foot felt like it was numb. It felt like I was limp from the ankle down. It was really weird. And it kept like that all until I came home an hour later and I had a focused hot water beam directly on my big toe for a long time, and then my foot started to come back to life. It was insane. It was absolutely insane. We did talk a lot also about his journey and what he's supposed to do now. There's a lot of things that we are currently doing in forms of transforming lives, because my philosophy, and I don't really remember if I said this already because I'm still freaking converting the video, but our philosophy is that I want to change as many lives as I can for free, but most people don't have time to go through hundreds of YouTube videos to get the secrets and the techniques and the whole recipe for doing exactly what we are doing. So that's why we have challenge.theseppola.com, which is €100, and you go in and you transform your life first. You learn all the things that you need in terms of self-development and self-awareness. Not all the things, because this is the start of a journey, right? But a lot of things during the challenge that's going to change your life, both online in terms of technology and income streams and all that stuff, but in many factors and facets of life. And then after that, my idea was that I was going to create something that was $1,000, €1,000 with a 7-day trial period. And during those 7 days, my goal would be to make the person earn €1,000 so that they can pay for the program. You know, create an income stream in 7 days so that you can pay for the program and then continue to build upon that up until like $1 million a month, maybe. Well, that's a lot. But the philosophy is to help people reach every single level of the journey. And then it's like love. The more you give away, the more you get back. So I feel really good about that model, and I feel very good about the tribe that we have created because of it, because it's based on effort. It's based on dedication. It is based on you actually realizing your value and then creating something from that value so that you then again can get compensated for that value. And it's insane. In this video, I've already given you one of the biggest ways to do so. Stripe.com. Sign up for a free account, add your bank card, go out there to a person who you have helped. So in this case, you have already helped someone. You've had a free conversation with someone and you helped them so much that they said, wow, how can I get more help of you? How can I pay you? Because I've said this also before. There are so many millionaires in the world who don't have happiness. And if you can make people feel happy and fulfilled and make them feel better, then if they have all the money in the world, but not that, it does not take a lot for them to part with €1,000. So in this case, maybe you know exactly what you can tell this person in order for them to really get results in their life because you've gotten to know them. So you send them a link and you say, hey, you said that you wanted to have more of this so that we can really work together to achieve your dream life. Here's a link. It's €1,000 per month, and I'm going to do everything in my capacity to help you. I can't do more than that, but I can do everything I can. And if you got value from the free call, then of course I'm going to develop myself even more to reach your goals. We're going to do this structured and we're going to do this together, right? That kind of thing. I just gave you the biggest secret that most people fail to see. Most people will build a website. They will go out there and they will start doing marketing. They will start to send out different things and all those things. And if they don't get results within 1 week after having tried to make money, they will give up. But if you have experience and wisdom from a painful life, and this is a very good example because a lot of people who have had a painful life will not see the value of that pain if they can guide others to avoid it or get through the pain they're currently in. Just gonna let that sink a little bit. Because if you help those people, they will be happy to help you. And everyone knows that, you know, you need financial stability basically in this world to survive if you don't want to be a hermit and hunt in the woods, which is completely fine by me. But also, I want to create a frickin' center of human development for $25 million. I need to do something for that. Then we come back to this. I need to just do one simple action. I send people a link where they can pay me for what I do to help them. The rest is history. The rest is pretty logical, because some people say, well, I can't do that because of tax. I can't do that because of the law. What are you talking about? You pay tax. All of a sudden, you're a small business owner. You're not kept in an invisible prison by your employer or the government giving you any financial aid. You don't lose your security financially if you earn more than a set amount set by the government per month or year. You create your income stream. I have friends who's making 3 million crowns a month. $300,000 per month. That's possible in today's world because we are connected. But we are so disconnected, ironically, from social media that we fail to see what we are capable of. But that's what we are going to talk about tomorrow, with magic and shit. And I look forward to that, because if I have given you any value so far in this video, believe me, there's going to be so much more coming in this challenge. And if you want to join all that, challenge.theseppola.com or patreon.com/thefmlproject. Links in the description for everything that you need, and I hope that you're having the best life that you possibly could live. Because if you're not, go out there and fucking create it, because you have the power to show your value. You just have to see that you are a powerful person and start loving yourself for the person you are, and the fact you're standing here talking about it today. Because if people realized that they're not victims of their past, they are fucking warriors of the trauma they have survived, standing here and talking about it today, the world would be different. But it is governed by fear. Sorry for that rant. Have a fantastic day. Take care of your freaking family, and I'll see you for day 14.